Okay, here we have a simulation of the Milky Way. It's not actually the Milky Way, but just a galaxy, though I did ask for the Milky Way in the prompt, but it's just giving me a generalized galaxy here made with Gemini, and it still looks pretty cool though if you have a look at it. Wow, it's kind of almost hypnotic if you look at it like this. From the top, you can just stare into the abyss. Not that this is an abyss, this is more of a nice spinny pattern. Ooh, yeah, you can imagine on LSD this may be even more beautiful. And if we look at it from the side, it does look very cool, like a galaxy. Wow, that is stunning actually. All the stars here moving across. And now, it was important here that I created a core density. This was significant in the prompt. The first versions I did of this had all the stars moving out like here, and that looks kind of cool, but it's more like just patterns rather than looking at quite like a galaxy, I'd find. Whereas having this core density here, and so you're shoving a load of stars like it would be in reality, allows it to feel a lot more like a actual real life galaxy. If we zoom out like here, you know, it's very cool. Originally I just asked for 10,000 stars and it worked pretty well, but I thought I'd push it, and I've actually edited the code myself to have 20,000 stars in here, and it does look very cool. So 20,000 points it's simulating at once. I don't know how many more it would get in there. I think at 30,000 it would probably crash. But we can also increase the amount of arms. So if we see here, you can do 2, and then we increase this nice and spiral. But if we increase the spirals, so 2 arms with increased spiraliness, so the stars gets more spread out, but here just in the spirals, and then we can add in arms all the way up to 10, like this is kind of more like a bike wheel. I don't know if there's any galaxies with that many actual arms coming off of it, so it doesn't really look so natural to me, but still pretty cool that it kind of models it. But if we bring it more down to like 4, I think is a kind of a nice sweet spot here. Something like that. Looks very cool. And then we can obviously change the colors here, you know, make it more like a green galaxy. Whoa. But then, yeah, we increase this twistiness. It just kind of spreads out more. Like a cluster, you don't really feel much spiral effect, but we decrease it and we get this nice patterns rather than an actual galaxy. I guess maybe how in formation it would slowly go into this as everything gets sucked into the center. So if you could push this up and this up at once, it maybe simulate an actual galaxy spinning around. And we can have a quick look at the code. And when we look at the code, what it's actually doing here is creating arms. So this is creating the density of putting stars into the core to have a dense core, you know, where surrounded by what the black hole would be. And then we have creating these arms that spin out in a radial pattern from the center, which is then these are creating the randomness of the patterns. And what you do find is they spread out more as they go along the arms, which is kind of cool. And here is just kind of some preliminary setups here actually in this app. So here is where you can increase. So let's say we do 30,000. Let's kind of see what happens then if we go and preview it again. Oh wow, so we managed to get 30,000 stars in, and we want to increase that. Well, a bit more spinniness. It is beautiful. You know, I think it almost looks better, you know, when it's kind of further away. When you get close, you kind of see the dots, but further away, wow, it's stunning. Let's see how many stars we get until it breaks. So if we do, let's try 50,000. Whoa. So yeah, stick that up. Increase the twistiness. 80,000. See what happens. Whoa. This is almost too bright, you know. We need to get more in the core here. Okay. Let's see if we do 100,000 stars. Let's go crazy. 150. 150,000 stars. It's still managing to simulate it. I definitely thought it would crap out at some point. Okay, let's just go crazy. 1 million stars. 1 million. Whoa. Just a giant ball of light. Okay, core density. Let's just put 95. 95, wow. So it's definitely stuttering here now. Okay, and just for the sake of it, let's just, again, double it. I don't know if this will work here now. Crap it out. Wow. Another giant ball of blob. 2 million stars. Just the sun. Surely 2 million stars would make a black hole. I mean, what's the critical density of a star on us to create a black hole?